buyer walks into one of our homes, I want them to get the wow effect, and our home is going to look better, staged better than any other house that they're looking at. So how are we going to do that? Some other tips. The appliances. I put stainless steel appliances in every house, all right? And I learned this the hard way. Don't try to save your money by not putting the appliances in until you find a buyer, because they walk in there and they go, oh, this house ain't coming with appliances. I did that for a long time. I tried to save my $1,850 until I had a buyer. So I put them in there. It shows much better. They see they're getting the stainless steel appliances. The stainless steel appliances cost $1,850 from Lowe's. My best guess is?
Let me add something to that. If you're worried about them stealing the appliances, have a security system put in the house.
And that'll help sell the house.
Today, you don't even need a phone line hooked up because they put a satellite system in it. It costs you about $30 a month, and you can pass it on to the buyer. And literally, you can have it call the police department if somebody breaks into the house. You put stickers all over the place. It helps sell the house.
I love it. Carol Joy, I want to start putting security systems in every house. I love it.
Well, it works.
Yeah.
They just don't mess with it. Truth is, they ain't gonna mess with it anyway when you're a decent neighborhood.
That's true.
That's only when you're in the crack areas that they start stealing your appliances.
Yeah.
Just for the record, what if they stole your appliances? Does the world come to an end? No. It's a $2,000 seminar. Let me ask you this. Shh. How many months does that sit on the market where you're going to pay the $2,000 anyway? It's a risk worth taking.
No.
And he's absolutely right. Put them in there. Remember, visual, visual, visual. What they see appeals to their emotions, and holes in the kitchen gives them a bad impression of the house.
Exactly. Exactly.
And by the way, I will never put security bars on a house.
And if they're on there, take them off.
Take them off. Security's bars means this place ain't safe.
Exactly.
To me. Besides, it ain't safe. It's an absolute fire death trap. Firemen hate those security bars.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
All right, so that's the appliances. You've got the remnant granite. Okay, here's another, and the security system. Now here's another big one that is cheap on the dollar, but will make every home look better and more higher end residential. And that is all your interior doors. I put 6-panel interior doors, all right? They're hollow doors, that's okay. We're not talking solid doors, but they've got the wood grain look in them. These doors are only $35 a piece, all right? From Lowe's, where I get them from. So again, that's not going to help your appraised value, but it's going to help you sell the house, and that's what we're looking for. Now, up until about 3 months ago, all of the hardware that we would put on, when I say hardware, I'm talking about the knobs, the hinges on your cabinets, the knobs on your doors, etc. For the past few years, I've been using brushed nickel, is what I've been using. But I just switched up. It is a little more expensive, but not that much. And that is, I'm using the bronze. It's like a polished bronze. There's another name for it. Can somebody help me with the name? Oil rub, that's what I'm looking for. So I've started putting oil rubbed hardware in the kitchens, on the hinges, on the doorknobs. Really, really nice. In the principal bathroom, I put what's called a rainforest shower head. Okay, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They're great big, some of them are round, some of them are big and square. You can get these for $150 at Mayfair.com. Mayfair.com. The rainforest shower heads. In fact, not only does it have the big shower head at the top, but it also has the handheld sprayer that you can use. In the living rooms, not much money is also going to make it pop. I'll put crown molding, depending on how the living room is laid out, crown molding, and I'll put a thick chair rail that will make it pop as well.
Sometimes.
Yeah, it depends on how big the room is. If the room is small, it's going to make it look smaller. So be careful on that. Now, of course, back to your countertop in the kitchen, that's always going to come with an undermount sink, and a very, very large gooseneck faucet. Okay. In the bathrooms, you know, I don't want my bathroom fixtures to look like they're buying a mobile home. All right. Nothing against mobile homes. I sold them for years, but I'm not selling a mobile home now. I'm selling a house. So I want to spend extra money on the fixtures, as Ron just says.
And lights.
And the lights. You know, I don't buy those little builder grade lights that like.
And the fans.
You know, in every bedroom we put ceiling fans with lights. Ceiling fans with lights. And we go on the higher end in the living room, get something really, really nice. As Ron says, they buy, you know, what they see. My landscaping, of course, my average landscaping that I do is over the top a little bit. My average landscaping is going to be about $800 per house. But my philosophy is if I can't get them off the street into the house, what good is it on the money that I spent inside the house? So I want to, you know, I want that good first impression.
Yep. We give a lot of attention to the front of the house. Everything you can think of, like shutters, mailboxes, big wooden letters,
Yeah.
numbers on the door, different colored front doors.
I was getting ready to say.
What color are yours?
We're doing red. We actually just did a yellow, believe it or not. And here's how our interior designer chooses. Here's how they choose the colors. Beth will come out and stand at the front door of the house, and she'll look up and down the street as to what the other colors are, and make sure she picks a color not only for the front of the house, but of the door that's different than anybody else.
Yeah, front
My
door.
favorite is red. My favorite's red.
Red, maroon, or black, or wood grain. And frankly, that makes the whole house pop. And no, I don't put a storm door on it.
No.
I hate storm
No,
doors.
no,
It's
no.
another door you got to walk through. And most people don't leave their front door open anyway.
And it takes away from what you've
can't
done.
see the beautiful door you just put up. And you're going to have $250, $300 in that front door with hardware and door and all.
And
Don't get cheap on that one.
exactly. And talk about your first impression. I mean, we're talking small stuff that makes big differences. All right. The first impression, they're walking up to that house, and so for the handle of the front door, I don't have a knob there. I got a great big old nice brass shiny plate. I mean, big handle thing.
Yeah.
They're like you're walking into a mansion, you know. Now I might spend $75 on that thing
Or more.
but I want that first impression.
Telling you, you're going to have $250, $300 in that front door in hardware. Easy. And you could spend anything you want to spend, but that makes a nice front door.
Yeah. Now let me tell you the carpet that we're using these days. This is not a brand. This is a kind. Like, you know, back in the '70s, it was Shag, right? Shag was the thing. That wasn't a brand.
Remember that.
That green Shag. Wow, green appliances, my word. But anyway, what we're now doing is we buy carpet. It's called Freze. I have no idea how you spell Freze, but I know how you say it. Freze carpet. Now, what Freze carpet is, it's a really, really short shag.
Like Berber.
But it's thicker than a Berber, and it's real soft to walk on. Now let me give you a tip that'll really, really be nice and not much money. You can buy the standard middle of the road Freze carpet, and it's speckled. It's like a tan, and it's got some specks in it, so it goes with any color, and it doesn't show dirt. But here, get your carpet or your contractor that's going to do this for you. You want to get an extra thick pad.
9/16.
An extra thick pad underneath the carpet, and that pad will make the carpet feel like a very, very luxurious carpet because of the pad.
9/16.
9/16 pad.
Now, if you don't tell your contractor that ain't what he'll get.
Oh no, you're gonna feel like you got a cheap carpet. All right. So that's the carpet that we're doing.
How much you paid per yard for carpet?
I'm between $1.75 and no, I'm per foot. Per foot, $1.75 to
How much is that a
$2.
yard? You're paying more than I'm paying. Yeah, you're paying 18. I'm paying about $13.50 all in now. Carpet pad installation. Okay. Any questions? Way back. What about the what? Fences. These fences?
Yeah.
Good question. There's no reason to replace them. However, it wouldn't hurt to put a coat of stain on them.
What about this part?
But even if I didn't, it wouldn't make any difference to me.
Would you rip out that chain part over there that's like not even half a fence?
If it needs it, I would replace it. It's that simple. Yeah, the brand new piece of stainless steel fence looks nice sitting there. That's very cheap to do.
Yeah.
So probably would. What would I do to this porch?
Stain it, weatherproof stain it.
I'd clean it up. I'd pressure wash it, and that's it.
I wouldn't coat this with anything.
No.
Exactly what he
Yeah, I
did.
mean, the
Pressure wash it and be done with it.
I mean, a really, really strong pressure washer can make wood really look new.
Yes. And remember, once you paint this thing, it's got to be painted
Forever.
Kind of like concrete. Don't paint concrete. You paint it, you're going to paint it forever.
Right. So we got one there and then there.
All right, then we got to get on the bus. Right here.
Big tree, is that an issue at all?
No, not an issue at all. In fact,
Not over the roof.
it helps. You can't buy those at Lowe's.
We've never
Not
seen
that
them in
size.
Florida, that's why I asked.
You never see what in Florida.
Like trees like that on the
Not the oak.
Are you kidding me? Florida's full of those big trees.
You're up
Yeah.
north though.
All oak trees. Yes.
North Florida.
Did you replace the galvanized plumbing lines?
Plumbing lines in the basement are missing. They'll replace it with PVC, which costs about as much as you're going to spend at dinner tonight if you go to Morton's. All right,
All right, so
get
have
on
we
the
added-
bus. We got 2 more houses to look at.
Did we add up